video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. More on them later. Welcome back to the 15 grand house renovation. Now today is quite a special day because we've bought some materials. That's right, went to the building shop this morning with Nick and we've got the first of the new joists. So that's really good. We had a good time taking them up through the window, and it was definitely a two-man job, and we got there in the end, so that's fantastic. We've also got the cement that we're going to be using, and a few other bits, of course. We have a few more tools, so we'll go into detail about that afterwards. But first of all, just want to say we've already taken one load of the bags that were by the door to the dump, and we got rid of them. The neighbour came out to say hi and actually had a few bits and bobs as well, so we kindly threw those on the back of the trailer and we took those along to the tip. So it's good fun, it's nice to be, I don't know, neighbourly and just positive vibes, you know, little member of the community, I guess. But yeah, I really enjoy it. It's fantastic. So what we're going to do now is just quickly remove the rest of these bags. This is on the first floor. And then we'll show you what we've got, what tools, what we've bought. And we're actually going to start sorting out the joists. So stay tuned. Let's go. Back to the tip. Let's just clear these bags out quickly. I won't take you to the tip. But yeah, just we'll see what happens. Let's go. Back from the tip now. That's the second load done, and this room is looking nice and clear. Now, last week I did see a few comments wondering why I didn't clear it myself before Nick's arrival. Well, the reason's quite simple. The trailer that we're using is not mine, it's my dad's, and he needed it for work because he's really busy at the moment with my parents' business. Busiest time of year, to be honest, so I just didn't have access to the trailer because it's not mine, and there you go.
Many hands make light work, as my mum says.
Exactly, many hands make light work, and Nick and I, yeah, we had fun, we enjoyed it. You didn't mind doing it, did you, Nick?
Not at all. And Ryan had done really, really well to get to where he had in that period. And it's no harm done. You know, we got loads of other stuff done, so it's really good. Now we are on with those pesky joists. The good news is the positive news, which we're really looking forward to. Materials, new stuff is coming in the house, and what that means is there's going to be progress. So we've got the stairwell end, which is the complicated end to sort out. So watch this space, follow me, and let's get it done.
Where's he gone?
Ryan, grab the sledgehammer.
Got it. Now for a brief message about our sponsor, Surfshark VPN. A VPN protects your online identity by encrypting all the information sent between your device and the internet. Also, it allows you to change your real location for a virtual one. Well, I'm on Netflix right now in France and I want to watch some classic Mr. Bean, but all I can get is the new movie. I want to watch the original show. Well, that's where Surfshark comes in. So if I just tap the United Kingdom, boom, I'm now connected. Now we're back on Netflix. Let's log in. Mr. Bean. And there we go, that's right, it's the classic, Mr. Bean. Here's an even more important reason to get Surfshark VPN. Last year, I had $5,000 stolen from my bank account. The only way I think that these hackers got my information is because I was using public Wi-Fi and the data is not encrypted. They managed to intercept it. If I had Surfshark VPN, that information sent from my device to the internet would have been encrypted and perfectly safe. If you do want to use Surfshark VPN, you should use code LIFEOFRyan or click the link in the description to get not 1, not 2, but 3 months extra upon sign up. Thank you very much Surfshark for sponsoring the video. Back to work.
So I'm on the second floor, which is where we're going to replace those joists, because we've got the first floor still in, and this is where we took all those tomettes out and all the stuff which we've done loads of, as you've seen, but it's necessary evil. That's all done now, so we're into the good bit, and I'm in the stairwell, and I'm just going to show you what we're up against. So when they put those tomettes in, they actually used the earth underneath to make them fairly level, and I assumed, or I was thinking, this might be level, the actual original staircase. This is the bit underneath, and that is just on that little bit how far off level it is, so you can see the difference. So the floor, or the new joist, we've got to get this somehow somewhere a bit more level than what it is, and as you can see, it's running out. The original bit, you can actually see from where Ryan is how thick the bit of wood is at that end and how thin it tapers off. So at some stage, they've obviously known it wasn't built like that, but when they've done a bit of renovation, what I said to Ryan was, like I said the other day about the cracked tomettes, or the last time we spoke, that they'd actually just added a bit more mud and then stuck the tiles back down. So they weren't dealing with the underlying issue, they were just fluffing it on top. And now we can really see the extent of the past and the kind of repair work that's gone on. On the side over here, where you can see where it's dropped, the joist underneath, which is fairly rotten, I'm going to double up with the new timber. So we're going to have two big timbers, and the reason for the doubling up of the timbers is that this one and this one are all supported by the middle one and the edge of the stairwell. So we've got to do a bit of work. We're going to get this clear. I'm going to leave this timber in for now, and we've got an acro prop, and we're just going to get it somewhere about where we are, but we just need to kind of get a few bits off so we can just see what lies beneath. So let's get on with it. Good?
I'm stuck.
I'm just going to show you with my pointy thing what we can see from down here. And this is where the stairwell meets the old slopey bit of wood, but even the bit underneath has dropped. But the reason for that is, as I said before, these two joists are actually bolted up. There's some big bolts going up into here, so essentially it's only held up by that middle rafter, and that is pretty rotten. So we need to just clear this little area here, which I'm going to do from the other side, and once we've done that, we can see if we can move it up. I don't think it's the stairwell that's dropped. I think it's just that this has come by, dropped down a bit, and they've made good. As I say, they just added mud, bits of wood to make it look even. So even though it was probably that much difference, they've just added a bit more as time's gone. And as we said, what they're doing is they're dealing with the issue on top, not what lies beneath. So we're into it, we're replacing it all, so it's going to be a good job. Let's go up and check if these stair treads are level, and then that'll give us a pretty good idea of what's got to come in the next job.
What's the good news?
The good news is the stairs are in fact slightly over, so the stairs are not dropping down the same way. So as our first initial thoughts were correct, that they have just made up the difference from the sinking beams, but the good old-fashioned, very nice staircase is holding firm, and what we need to do is just bring our new woodwork up to meet it. So good news, really, really good news. So we've just got to address the underlying issue, and that's just a bit of woodwork. So really, really happy, very, very happy. The job is get this up, get it level, and I need to expose a bit behind so I can see what, as I said, lies beneath. That was the thin end of the wedge that I showed you, and this is the other end. As you can see, it's pretty tapered. The stairwell hasn't moved, as I say, it was in position and it's held up because it's strung into the wall, and it's also held up above and down below, so it's that accumulative effect. Now what we need to do, just for now, to make it secure, is jack this up or acro it up so it meets the bottom of here, and that would be really, really good. But as I say, the most important thing is this old staircase is not too far out from where it needs to be. So let's get on and get it jacked up.
And just to add my penny's worth and be very clear about the situation, that is how much the old floor sank. And of course it's an indication of just how much the joists have bowed under the weight of those, well, that dirt floor, tons and tons of it. And in fact, to my left here, we've got a prime example of why we're doing what we're doing and replacing every joist. Because just look at that. That's not very good for a joist. None of that, the whole thing. Very, very bad. You don't want that in your house.
I summon all the power within me, all the power of Grayskull. Oh yeah. That didn't move a millimetre.
It's moving.
Good job. So now you can see that very big hole here. That is our difference. So it's really, really good. What that means now is we can get the main big boy out here and sort out our carpentry or whatever we're going to do, because at the end of this one is that lintel above the window. So we need to be able to take this out and the other guys, and then work out what we're going to do and how we're going to configure it the strongest way around the staircase. So until next time, that's it.
What a day it has been. To be honest, I was a little worried for a moment about that staircase and whether it could withstand the kind of rigidity, the movements and the turning and the twisting. You get what I'm saying. But it held firm, and you know what? That's great, because it's probably a few hundred years old. But so the reason why we've done that, to get that joist back in place, just to be clear, it's so we can remove the huge joist, that one right there, that is that it was attached to, essentially. So now that we've done that, the big joist can come out, and all the other joists of course can come out as well. We will be replacing the joist that's perpendicular that we have propped up. Don't worry, that short joist, that will be replaced, and everything is going to be fantastic. So today's been a bit of faffing about, still clearing, you know, getting everything prepared. Of course, we've bought 6 out of 50 joists now, and those are 4-meter length ones. They're the longest ones that we'll be buying. We'll probably need a fair few more of them, of course. And it was a pricey day. I don't know how much exactly, but we've spent around €500 with some tools, new saw, the joists, of course, they were the most costly of the purchase, and just stuff that we need. And that's great, because I know we're spending money, but it means that we're moving forward, we're getting things in place, and that's what I like to see. I do want to say a huge thank you, of course, to all my viewers, everyone who watches the video, because it does help, it all adds up, and it translates to a bit of dosh to be able to continue these renovations and continue making these videos. But I can't thank enough the patrons who have contributed directly, financially, and then it just allows me to carry on making these videos, because without you, it'd be a bit more difficult. That's all I'm gonna say. So thank you so much. If you just enjoy dipping in, watching these videos, and then dipping back out, no problem at all. You're more than welcome here. So, that being said, it's been a day, it's been an adventure. I'm gonna have to love you and leave you now, and see you in the next video. And thank you to Nick Moon, of course. Stay tuned for the next one. Bye for now. And thanks to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to click the link in the description for an amazing discount.